Uh, am I back? I am. Holy shit, we're so back. I'm eating a Pop-Tart, chat. That's how I handle stress, as I eat. Yeah, reset fixed that shit right up. Give me a second to finish my Pop-Tart and I'll get back into streaming mode. But welcome back, chat. I also went downstairs and grabbed some water. Mm. Chat. I had something to say, and then the Pop-Tart took it away. This Pop-Tart's fucking delicious. It's s'mores. Second favorite Pop-Tart flavor. My first favorite Pop-Tart flavor used to be the cookies and cream one. There's something about cookies and cream, though, on Pop-Tarts that burns my mouth. I don't know what it is, but it burns my mouth, and I don't feel like it's supposed to burn my mouth. So, I've kind of stopped eating it. Whoa, I'm early. Hee hee. But my first favorite flavor is, God, s'mores and a hot fudge sundae. They're like neck and neck. I think hot fudge sundae, though, is the winner. Very, peak. Hell yeah. I will say this, chat. People whose favorite flavor is strawberry, don't trust those motherfuckers. They're evil. If you like strawberry, that's fine. If your favorite flavor is strawberry, I'm looking at you, heavily judging you. Fuck. Ugh. Hi, Niz. How are you? Welcome in. You also going to experience the winter blast? I am. I am in the epicenter of it. I live in Iowa. We are gonna get hit with a full force. I don't think it's gonna get as bad as it is, like, I heard in Canada it's gonna get, like, it's Nyx. I spelled my name wrong. Oh, okay. That's fine. Nyx is a lot easier to say than Niz anyway. I'm South Texas. You're gonna get hit with some, yeah. You're gonna get hit with some bullshit. Yeah, no, I think Texas is going to be really bad. I only know that because your governor has fled the state. You always know it's gonna be bad when Ted Cruz leaves the state. Damn, ad break. Snow icon for Saturday disappeared and was replaced by snow plus rain? No. Avera, I'm so sorry. I would give you some of my snow if I could. I would give you some of my snow. I'd let you have it. We're supposed to get 3 to 5 inches. Oh. Nix, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you, thank you. Holy. Thank you so much. Real world. 4 to 5 inches or 45. Yeah, no, that's how it goes. That's how it's good. Thank you for the follow. You followed before, or you've subbed before you followed. That's so funny. But I appreciate it either way. Thank you so much. The ad cut me off, so I subbed to be petty. Yes. Thank you so much, though. I really appreciate it. Chat, can we get a bunch of plinks in the chat for Nixon? They're subby. Thank you so much. But yeah, we are definitely getting some bullshit. Yeah, usually when let me scroll up. When SiriBot says 3-minute ad break is starting, I tend to just stop whatever I was saying and try and wait until the 3-minute break is up. So I wasn't really saying much. Me and Avera were mostly just talking about, like, snow. Avera lives in a place that doesn't get a whole lot of snow. And so I was telling him that I would give him my snow if I could. But yeah. No, Texas is probably gonna get really bad. Also, I agree about the Ted Cruz leaving the state is the equivalent of the Waffle House. That is so true. Oh, you live in Houston? I have so my boyfriend lives in northern Texas and he is preparing for the worst. He is preparing for the worst. So I kind of understand. Last time that big storm hit in Texas, I think he was without power for about a week. And like a week without power isn't the end of the world, but a week without power in the middle of a snowstorm is actually low-key ass. Like, even with, like, I get a moderate to a heavy amount of snow every winter, where I live, and like a big snow, even with power, kind of sucks. I was powerless for 9 days straight. Yeah. I really hope that doesn't happen this time around. I hope they've kind of fixed their infrastructure a little bit better. Like, made it so it can handle it, hopefully. I assume there's going to be power outages, but, like, I'm hoping it's not going to be nearly as bad. Do I want it to be that light? I think I want the folds to be that light, but I don't think I want these. I'm gonna bring some of that color back into that. You too. I don't even register hurricanes as natural disasters anymore because of how common they are. Yeah, no, they happen way too often. That's me with tornadoes. There's always the joke of the Midwesterners like sitting in their on their front porch watching a tornado. That is entirely true. If there's a tornado warning near us, me and my dad, like, we haven't done this as much recently, but when we were like pre 2020, we'd get in our car and go look for it. Probably should not have. Definitely were times where I'm like, oh, I'm probably in danger. But that's just kind of how Midwesterners treat tornadoes. They're so common that, like, they don't register as a danger. They don't really hit, like, towns or cities all that often. Especially around here. All of our towns are so spread out that... Yeah. Power went out 2 summers ago during a hot, humid, wet season. We always have power outages up here, but they only ever last for a few hours. I think it's just, like, kind of the norm, so we get people on it really fast. Trying to decide what I want to add. I still feel like the background needs color, but I'm not sure what. Contemplating your own death. Took me done. Okay, that looks better. Um, yeah, I like that better. I'll treat you like a... I need to put a lot more Fall Out Boy back on my playlist, like, right now. Mother, marry me till I confess. 4 days is yikes. She'll put the battle in me. What else do you think it needs, chat? What if I, like... Bury me until I confess. Even that looks better. Like, the like, blue-gray? Can I do that? Just give some kind of color back to it. I've never listened to Fall Out Boy. Hey man, you're missing out. I do recommend it. You'll find a way, make that find you alive. But yeah, this storm that's coming, I don't think we're gonna be super affected by it, because we're used to getting this kind of insane amount of, this insane amount of snow. Ooh, new update out. I keep having to refresh my Spotify overlay, because the fucking thing breaks it. I'm so angry by that. I thought we were so back. No, Spotify DJ breaks your overlay. Thanks. Thanks, Spotify. I don't want that. Okay. I've mainly listened to heavy metal. That's fair. Have a good one, Nix. Thanks for stopping by. All right. Shut. I don't like the blue now. I don't like the blue. It looks. I want something. I want something of color. I want. What about this? What about this? Maybe? I don't know. I like it better than the blue. I love it when VGen does that thing where it doesn't load. Yeah. No, I like this color more. We're gonna stick with this. I think this is good. I need to figure out where to put my signature. And then we can move on to the next thing. Oh my god. Me listening to these, like... Oof. Making this a square is gonna be hard. He wanted a version that was... He wanted a version that was 320 by 320. And I thought maybe I could just take this out and make it a square. But in order to make it a square, I'd have to also cut out that. Yeah. So that didn't break. That didn't break it this time. Why does it break it sometimes and not other times? I don't know. So, there's a few things that we could do here, chat. We could. So this is a square. This is how much we have to extend the canvas in order to render it at a proper thing, which I think can be done. Because luckily for us, hmm. What's going on here? Why is that happening? So I'm wondering, can I do this just slowly? Oh, shit. Let me see. Hello, my fellow goobers. Hello, Lone Wolf. How are you? It's just another world I'm not to come announce. I need to make sure. I knew it. I knew it. Export a single layer. Com. Sticker. Sorry, I know you guys can't see what I'm doing, but what's the Discord sticker thing? I thought it was 500 by 500. But maybe it is 320 by 320. Exactly 320 by 320 pixels. Okay. 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 Another girl across the bar. Cellophane's not what this was. Chad, I don't know what happened. Last night, at about midnight, I uploaded a picture onto Twitter talking about the state of my hair because my hair is getting too long. But I don't want to cut it because it's cold outside and I don't want the back of my head to get cold. Because I tend to like cut it really short so I can let it grow. That tweet didn't do anything for about 6 hours. Like, no one saw that tweet. For like the first 6 hours it was up. And then all of a sudden it exploded. I retweeted it, and then 2 hours later it exploded. And it went from like 40 likes to 200 likes in about 20 minutes. I'm not kidding. I'm like, what is my Twitter algorithm, bro? I'm doing good, just living my life as an I don't give a fuck type of goober. Hell yeah. We love I don't give a fuck kind of vibes. Alright, chat. That is done. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in here so I can remember. Actually, you know what? No. Put that here, and then I'm gonna put this here. Alright. I'm moving things around on VGen. Oh, that's what I'm saying! Right now, I think it's at like 40. Or 40. Wow, no. I think it's at 400. It's at 426. I don't know what happened. I don't know who grabbed it. I don't know who retweeted it. I don't know what happened. But it fucking took off. I just refreshed it in my feed. It went from 62 to 425. That's what I'm saying. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get Twitter algorithms, man. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't know what happened. I'm trying to look. You can't view like your thing. You can't view your numbers unless you have Twitter Blue, and I do not have Twitter Blue. So I've been thinking about getting Twitter Blue so I could stream on Twitter. I keep going back and forth because I really don't want to give Elon Musk my money. But at the same time, like, it would be really nice to reach that Twitter audience. Even if it's just, hey, come over to my Twitch, please, ha ha ha. Kind of the same as how I do it on, YouTube. I'm like, hey, come over to my Twitch if you want a better time. I just realized he approved the gloves off, but I wonder if he just didn't realize. So the character has gloves. And I'm wondering if I should change that. I know it's more of a chill. Like, I drew him with his tie loose and his button is unbuttoned. Like, maybe he would take off his gloves if he's just chilling. But I wonder. I might send this to him. I might send this to him and be like, hey, it occurred to me right before I sent that I didn't have the gloves on him. Would you like me to put them on him? Or do you like this more relaxed look? Because I'm sorry, like, if I was forced to wear gloves to work, the first thing I'd be doing when I got home and trying to chill is taking them off. And I kind of have a feeling that this is the same vibe. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway. Flafa. Holy Fua. Fua just dropping his model in here. Holy. Am I allowed to show that? I know he's shown his model before, but like, feels weird. Gooba. His model is so cute. I need a model like that. I want to put really good effort into a new model now that I'm pretty confident on how to make one. Have I told you guys that, like, I've had a model for a minute now, and like it's not rigged, but like now I want to make a new one. Not necessarily make a new one. I want to take that model and actually give it, like, I want to shade it. I want to actually color it correct, like, properly. I'm gonna like put work into it. Because when I first made it, my whole point was to try and learn rigging. So I made it as bare bones as possible because I was like, I don't care. But now I do care. And now I really, really want to put now I really want to put effort into it. So Aldo, thank you for the hydrate and the posture check. I sent him a message. He's currently idle. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's see if he replies. Okay. I sent him something. Until I have a yes or no, I'm gonna keep it hit. I'm gonna keep it off. Because that is just his motto. Like, and I know he's like we've seen his model before. But like this is like a different outfit that he might not have. Oh my god, I can't type. Okay, he said it's fine. He's already showed his viewers. Teehee, teehee. Oh, it's a big picture. Look at this. Look at how pretty his model is, chat. Look at this shit. I'm obsessed with the eyes. How big is this? How big is this? How big is this? Hold on. Canvas properties. 5,000 by 9,000. That's about right. It only has a resolution of 72, though. Which honestly is probably due to Fuwa downloading it. Look at this texture! I can't say that. I can't say that on stream. It's such a pretty model. I think this is some of the prettiest model art I've like ever seen. Just like from an artist perspective. It's just so well done. I want a model that looks like that. Ah. Okay. Chat. I've made so many of these goobers. You ready to see how a goober master does it? Okay, first of all, he doesn't mess up immediately and forget to make a new layer. I found that the rest of the goober is pretty okay as long as you make the eyes as, like, as smooth as you possibly can. The rest of the goober can be, like, kind of smooth, and it's okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to get smaller. Holy old song. I love this song though. We've been listening to so much of the, like, old pop songs from, like, the 2010s that it has greatly affected what my Spotify DJ wants to choose for me. Game intuition, play the cards of... Okay. Let's start with the ears. The ears are so interesting. They're not quite, because they're cat ears still, they're just floppy. We have to do this correctly. The little bow right here is also very cute. Eh. make that a little smaller so I don't have to extend the canvas. I feel like there should be more over here. Ooh, that's a big eraser. Let's turn that down a bit. I just want to bring this over. Gosh, how do I want to do the butter? I like everything except for the thickness of this part. I want it to be closer. I don't know why I can't get this butter to look right. Okay, I like that. Yeah, there we go. Chat, we're getting somewhere. Used Watchman 5, TFJ 3, got a Z. Those are all words. Those are all words that I don't know the meaning of. But I'm sorry, or congratulations, depending on whichever one applies. I need to get this, like, fluffiness. Depicting fluffiness with a thick brush is always super hard. Ain't away from me. Oh. No, he doesn't actually have shoes on. Ooh. Okay. We're drawing toes today, chat. Yeah. I was just looking and thinking this to myself. I think his shorts would do this. All right, we've got a basis chat. Now time to actually make it look good. I think the head looks really good. I think the head is doing what we need it to do. Maybe a little bit of changes, but I think more or less we've got the head where we want it. I don't like any of the clothing. I don't like any of the clothing. Gripper's out exactly. Hi, Javen. How are you? I might forego the fluffy texture. At least for now. We can go back in and put it in if we need to. Okay. Us underscores doing it well. Why the fuck are we doing 70s music? I don't listen to 70s music. Sure. Waiting for work to end here. Work smelly. Also, Sunsweets, thank you for the hydrate. Oops. Gripper's out, bro. I'm debating if I want to keep it that way or if I just want to do little nubs. This is so fun, though. Because technically they're wearing socks. We could do that. What is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? Hi Caro, how are you? Mods, can we get a shout out for Caro, pretty please? How goes it? What the fuck are you? What the fuck is that? What did I draw there? Was I trying to do the fluff? The fluff doesn't look bad. Here to work with you? Hell yeah. We love co-working. Ugh! I love this artist. I love this. I love this. Every time he blesses my ears, I'm like, oh, thank you. Thank you. Co-working time. Yippee! Oh, you know what I bet it was? I bet you it was the frills at the bottom of... It was 100% the frills at the bottom of the pants. See, that doesn't look like frill, though. That looks like... not frill. This is what I get for not sketching first. Every once in a while, usually I don't need to sketch a goober out, but every once in a while I'm like, I have to sketch this out. I want it now. I want it now. I am debating shit. Cause if I do the top or the bottom frills, I feel like I have to do the top frills. But the top frills just I can't make look good. No, no. Whoa! 44 months? Zell, thank you so much for the 44 months. Holy shit. That's so many months. Hell yeah. Chat, can we get some pleaks in the chat with for Zell and her 44 months? That is a lot of months, Zell. So many babies. Oh. Whoa. Crimson Lions? Whoa. Crimson Lions, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Sorry, for some reason, all the O's were, I was getting them all confused, and I read it as Crimson Onion. I was like, there's no way that's right. All right. That better be fireworks I'm hearing. Chat, if I lose power, it means it means a line broke, because I just heard a bunch of pops. And man, I don't think it was fireworks, but I don't think it was gunshots either. I want to put the bow here. I might be able to. Yeah, we totally get this bow in. What do you mean 2022? I don't need to go back there. I think the only thing I want to change is I want to somehow get the shirt to look fluffy without, like, dying. I might get rid of this. I guess I could do something like this. It doesn't really look fluffy, though. How do I make it? I know exactly how I could make it look fluffy, like realistically. Realistically, I know how I could make it look fluffy. I get a much smaller pen and then detail it. I could do that. I don't like using smaller pens for goobers, though, because I think it makes it... I tend to put too much detail into things, chat, and goobers are supposed to be a lot simpler. And when I resort to using another pen, or a smaller pen, I catch myself over complicating things. And so part of me is like, do I just let it happen? And do I do I just let the over... Do I let it happen, or do I try and keep it as simple as possible and just void out the floof? Boom, boom, boom. Life is a waterfall, and one again after the fall. I also want low-key to put something up here to make it look rounder. But every time I try to do that, it looks odd. I think this is the way to go. I think this is it. This might just be one of those goobers that looks a little odd until you put the color on it. I've had a lot of those goobers. So south, but we find it all. Snipers, you never wanna lose. I'm giving this, instead of making this like fluffier, or redoing the line art for this, I'm just changing the thickness of the shirt, and I think that worked really well. I think that worked really well. The Fuber. Hi, Mikey. How are you? It is indeed the Fuber. Give me one sec, chat. I'm losing tracking. Tee. There. We have fluff. It looks like fluff now. Yippee! It's gonna be as low as -30 tomorrow for where I am. Oh, I'm not looking forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow, let me check. It's not supposed to get super cold for me. But it's not gonna be warm either. Tomorrow is -5. -5. That's just the... Twitter is pretty... Just found art of Jax and Sonic and Maid outfits together. Twitter is pretty cool sometimes. You know what? You're so right. That is pretty cool. Ain't nothing Midwest about me. Holy. Good bot. The bot got rid of someone? Hell yeah. Alright, there's some stuff I want to change about the hair. But other than that, I kind of like this. I want to fix this whole mess. Oh, was that all? Was that it? Did that fix it? Hold on. My head's deciding. I think that might have just fixed it. I think my head is like, yep, that's all I needed. I think the scariest thing is that we're having this giant storm, and I've got friends on my Twitter feed that are like, yep, I'm in Minnesota and I'm going to protest tomorrow. And I'm just like, I admire your dedication, but holy shit. Ugh. They are definitely stronger than I am. I think I would be like I'm whoa. Ah! Lucy, hello, rat. Hi Lila. Hi Lucy. How was your stream? Welcome in. Rat. Why are we just yelling rat at me? I know I'm a rat. Okay, thank you for the shout out. Lucy, how was your stream? They sucked. Nuh-uh. I don't believe that. Lucy, I don't believe that. Rat. Mm. But welcome in, Raiders. That stream sucked? Oh, wait. Okay, I believe you. Why did that stream suck, Lucy? I bet you it was great. Also, GamerTaku1, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. But welcome, Lucy. Welcome, Lucy and Raiders. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Discordboy. I'm a Demon Rat Boy VTuber. I stream every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. I tend to do art. I specialize in goobers, which is this little thing right here. I make these a lot. So, if I'm streaming art, there's a good chance I'm working on a goober. Do you do goobers, though? What do you mean by do? What do you mean by do? I make them. I make the goober. I make the goober. I draw the goober. I send out the goober. And I move on. New goobers? Yeah. I don't. My comms are currently closed, but I open my comms at the beginning of each month, and I have a goober YCH on my VGen. I probably do 5 goobers a month. Anywhere from like 2 to 5 goobers a month. It is my full-time job. Making the goober. I need to do something about this tail, but Lucy, it was goofy. How many Googles total have you got in your arsenal? Last time I counted, it was 105. But I have made quite a few since then. Trans rights! Hold on. I've got Hold on. Where is it? Where is it? Where is he? I found the rainbow one. I can't find the trans one. There it is. Oh, trans rights. Yay! Let me move it. It won't let me move it. Did I pin it? No. Why does it want me to change my model? What happened? How did I glitch this out this badly? Give me that. There we go. We wear it as a hairpin. Hell yeah, trans rights. but I still need a comic goober from you. Hell yeah. Well, the best way to catch me is to follow me on VGen and join the ping list so that when it opens, you get pinged for it. Because they do go pretty fast. I really wish I could keep my comms open for longer, but I have this terrible, terrible issue of if I have too many comms at one time, I get overwhelmed and don't work on them. So, I unfortunately have to take a selective number. I take about 10 a month. I can get 10 a month out pretty reliably. I'd like to get those numbers up, but that is, that's basically a comm every 3 days. So, it's, but that's pretty good work. Yeah, I like to think so, but I have a lot of art friends that get so much shit out. I'm like, how do you do all that? How do you do 20 comms a month? They make trash? No, they don't. They make some beautiful art. They'll take 20 comms a month and get them all done in like the first 2 weeks. And I'm like, how do you do that? No, but I found what works for me, and I'm pretty happy with that. The only problem is I have people complaining to me, like, when are your comms gonna be open? They probably just rush that shit out the minute they get them. That's true, they probably do, but their work is still really good. I think they just have found their flow state. Hi, Mari, how are you? Welcome in. But yeah, Lucy, if you have to go and get some rest or do any, you know, post-stream wind down, I absolutely understand. Thank you so much for sharing your community with me. We're going to be doing some art. I'm going to send this goober over to the person that has purchased the goober, Mr. Fuwafa. And depending on if he gets back to me or not, we are going to either finish the goober or I was going to play some Stardew. I'm in my Stardew phase again. Like, it happens once every few months. Every few months, I'm just like, yeah, I need to play Stardew again. And then I play Stardew. I've got a world that I'm trying to 100%. It's going very slowly. But so far, I'm getting there. Right now, I'm just trying to get... I'm trying to get key gems. But yeah. I need to attempt Stardew, never got around to it. It is definitely a game that you're gonna have to warm up to. If you're anything like me, that is. When I first played it, I was like, it's whatever. Until I found people who, like, min-max things. I would watch, like, 100 Days in Stardew, or I'd watch, like, I 100%ed Stardew Valley. I started watching this YouTuber named Poxiel, and he kind of showed me all the cool things you can do in the game, and that's when I really got into it. When I realized, like, all the potential the game had, I was like, oh my gosh. But yeah. Fish, I don't have fish on today. I'm so sorry. I've scammed you. Alright, I'm gonna get this sent over to them. Teach the streamer to fish. Hee hee. I'll never recover from this financially. I know, I'm sorry. Alright, I just sent the sketch over, so now we wait. If they don't reply within like 5-ish minutes, I'll probably just move on. I do need to go to the bathroom, and then I need to, J-Man, I don't know if you're still lurking, but I've got your comm done. I was gonna wait to send it, but since I'm waiting, I might as well send it. So. Fuck. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I'm gonna pee. You guys are making me drink too much water, and for what? Just to piss it out? Life is a nightmare. Okay. What is this I'm listening to? Hell yeah. Hi, Ceramic. I am back. I am back from pissing. What do you mean sign up? I'm literally signed in. Why did you sign me out? Oh, J-Man. Okay. I'm gonna send this over to you. Give me a second. Alright, I got it sent over. Okay. So, one of the things I noticed... Ooh! Hi, Senpai. One of the things I noticed as I was rendering it out is I didn't draw the gloves on him. I don't know if you're still in chat, but I was gonna ask if you wanted those still. Because I can draw them on. I just completely forgot. And then when I looked at it, I was like, you know, he's kind of chilling. He's kind of vibing. And if I was just chilling, just vibing, the first things that would come off are gloves. Like, so... Yeah, we home chilling. That's kind of what I was thinking. Alright, but I did send it over VGen DMs for you to take a nice look-see at. Nice looky at, if you would like to. I did format one to be 320 by 320, and I will send that over to you as well. But it looks... This is actually it. All I did was extend this a little bit so that it's actually a square. Lie, a pretty little lie. Like, no way. Alright, Fua has still not replied, chat. We might actually have to save this and switch. Oh no, if you're the one, all I know is how to run. You're always on my mind, goodness. Got the over if I'm... Awesome sauce. It's my eyes until I realize. I will send that over to you here in a little bit. Actually, let me send it over right now. Because I have a feeling... Oh my god, never mind. I just got 8 DMs. That's Fua. Ah! I'm bad at messaging. Why is my A button not working? I don't want to listen to what the whole country's into. Okay. Fua replied to me. Teehee. 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 So we get to go back to this. Give me 1 second, chat. Can care less as long as someone will bleed. Yeah, you leave you alone, but not me. Minnie! Hi, Minnie. Yeah. Careless as long as someone will bleed. Why did I turn my shit all the way up to 60? Who let me do that? Can you guess who hasn't slept? I can take a guess. Sleep just not happening, Minnie? Alright. It's been submitted. It's been sent. We can get back to work on Fua's Goober. I gotta do a little bit of cleanup. It's gonna cleanup's gonna be so much easier though when I have colors in. Let's see. His hair has many colors. Where do we start? We could start with this. I do think we need to go a little lighter. Maybe more like this. That looks like too light though. He's got so many colors in his hair. In the dark, smiles on our face. This is the closest orange I can get. Or orange, brown, that I think is a good starting point. You forgot what I said earlier today, right? I must have. Wanna sleep, can't sleep. When can't sleep, want sleep. True. That's kind of how it is. I'm not sure if I want to do the solid transition. Yeah, I like that better. I still don't like the color of Fua's hair. That looks better. I'm already spreading my comm to my friends' DMs. Hell yeah. What? Yes. It's like, is this the same color? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You're on TV. No, it's like without any trees. Burning cold. Wishing were cold. Leave me alone. I don't know if black is the color that we should be using. Yeah. Yeah, that works. That works. Okay. I think... Yeah, that looks a lot nicer. Let's get the colors where they belong. Day of my life. Ooh, we're gonna have to move that down. That's fine. And if you go, I wanna go with you. And if you die, I wanna die with you. Take your hand and... Yeah, I like that. Hi, Schwark. How are you? It's a little thing that's not really gonna be noticed as the emote, like with the emote, but when you zoom in, it's like it'll be a nice little detail. System down. That's what I heard. Okay, wait a minute, wait a minute. It's going to be negative 30 something tomorrow? Yeah. It's gonna get really cold tomorrow. I have a new dilemma, chat. Negative 30? Yeah, it's gonna be really cold. We're getting a really big, like, cold ice storm, senpai. Alright. I don't know. Whoa. I don't want to be sent into orbit. I do want to go to space though, but I don't want to be sent into orbit. I want to safely enter the vacuum of space and then come back. Yeah. But Jay, thank you so much for the 34 months, Jay. Holy. Chat, can we get... Is this Bangarang? Holy fuck. Shin, hi Shin. We love it when Shin. Can we get some links in the chat though for Jay and mods? Can we get a shout out for Shin, pretty please? How are you, Jay? How are you, Shin? Bangers. I know, dude. Bangerin had a chokehold on me when I was like 14. I listen to Bangerang so much. My head and chest hurts, but I'm alright otherwise. Holy. Well, I hope your head and chest start feeling better soon. That's not a good sign, though. I'm deciding if I want to make the hair color like this. I think this is more accurate. Who knew I just needed to look at the tail this whole time? Back of my toy car. Hey yo, I'm eating Fun Dip right now. Not giving a fuck. Oh. Treasure, that is what you are. You're my floating star. G's treasure now? I'm listening to my DJ. The Spotify DJ. And because we recently went on like an early 2000s binge, it's recommending me all those songs, which I am not against. Whoa. I think that might have been a piece of hair at some point, but it looks odd now, so I'm erasing it. Look at it! All right. I sent over a color update. Because I am worried about the hair and that they will want... Dude, it just gave me just gave me a song in Spanish. That's cool, I guess. You know, we love Paramore. I'm gonna go ahead and start shading it, chat, but I might avoid the hair for now. I don't know. I don't want to start on it because I'm afraid he'll be like, hey, yo, no, that's not how I want the hair. His hair has so much color to it. This is clearly too light, though. Like... I think I'm gonna keep it like this. God damn it. You're on the wrong fucking layer. Oh, I know what happened. Never mind. Oh, fuck. That's all? Okay. Okay. Hi, Yui. How are you? I'm good. What about you? I'm doing really good. Celebrating my last day of warmth before it gets really cold. I'm gonna avoid certain things. I'm gonna shade everything that I can. Oops. What? I'm so locked in on this bow right now. I'm gonna get it. It's gonna be so good. Whoa. Samalin15, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Welcome in. I heard that you were... Ow! Did you guys just hear my... Okay, so like... I wanted to get the shine in because I thought it'd be cool, but when I zoom out, it just looks... It honestly just looks like there's a line across it, which kind of sucks. I'll find someone like you. It's nothing but the best of you. Don't forget me. Sometimes it lasts in love, and sometimes it... Find someone like you. Okay, that looks a little better. That has a little bit of that shine, but it doesn't look weird. Man, I gotta get better at color theory. I'm sitting here like, how does that look blue when it's this like orange? Angie. Oh, this song is so sad, but I love it. I'm not doing it today. I like attention. I'll play it out. I like attention now. God damn it. Song, chat, the song. I swear. Ain't no way I made that the same fucking layer. I'm so smart. Just want attention. Making sure I'm never getting away. Okay. Maybe you'll just know that I miss so you know. Come on. Okay. I don't really like this song. I might skip it here in a sec. I'm not sure how to... Blah, blah, blah. All right, who likes the colors? Means I can shade the things that I was like less confident about shading, like the shirt and the hair. Huge chat. We'll probably do this for the rest of stream. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna take me an hour and a half to finish this. What is this? Okay, we can't skip Gaga. Chat, you can never skip Gaga. Hi, Panda. How are you? Hi, Scrub. Don't succumb to the icy depths. That's all. Have a fun stream. Alright, thanks for stopping in. Just had some chicken fries after waking up. Dude, chicken fries sounds so good. Ah! Hi, May. How are you? Oh. Sorry, drop my pipe. How dare you? Oh, hope you're doing well though. Mods, can we get a shout out from Nicole May? Pretty please. When you get the chance. Thank you, Mods. Hee. Oh, no. I forgot. I forgot. I don't know how in depth I want to go with Fua's hair, because Fua's hair on his model is so pretty, and I'd like to take a lot of those colors, but I also don't want to overcomplicate the goober look. Like, I don't want to make it so that it looks too off. That's what happened to the bow at first. I am doing pretty good. I'm buckling in for this really cold spell that's about to hit. We're supposed to get a really bad storm. It's like an Arctic storm. It's coming down and hitting all of Canada and America. And the Midwest in America, so like the middle of America is gonna get hit really bad. But America's kind of built for this shit, so I think we'll be okay. Oh my god, it's this song. Yeah, I will stay warm. I plan on staying warm. Right now I'm warm. I feel like I've been cold for like the past 3 days. My room is really bad about wind. It can stay warm, but the second it's windy outside, it does not, like, the wind comes through my room so easily. Holiday. So right now it's not windy, so it's nice and warm in my room. I love how every song from the 90s was just about sex. Like, it was just about, like, yeah, I better go fuck this girl now. I'm gonna go to the club and fuck this girl. I don't know if that's still how it is, because I don't really listen to modern pop music. I know it shifted a little bit, though, for a while. But it's so funny how some of these songs are just like, yeah, I'm going to fuck you. I think over time it became more and more straightforward with, yeah, exactly. Like, they used to kind of dance around it, and now they're just like, this is what I'm going to do to you. I didn't follow my arc. I didn't follow my line. It's fine, though. I also remember listening to this as a kid and not really understanding just how it was. Nowadays, I'm just like, oh, okay, yeah. But, like, as a kid, I did not understand half of what was being said here, and I didn't realize I didn't understand. Yeah, this is more than just, like, flowers and kisses, exactly. Like, yeah, I think back in the day when I was a kid, because I was, like, I was probably, like, 14, 15 when this song came out. I know, I'm old, Chet. Fucking ancient, I get it. But I remember just thinking it was like, yeah, they're gonna go back to the room and they're gonna do stuff, but like I didn't really get that. Okay, what fucking angle? Do you guys see an angle or an arc here? Like, we're supposed to be like following an arc, and I don't see what. Ugh. See if I can make one out of thin air. That's a little bit better, but it still doesn't look right. It fucking windy. Rip. I don't know what it is about this hair that I'm struggling with so much. Like, it's not wrong, but like there's something about it that just doesn't look right. Okay. I made it like 10 times smaller and now it looks kinda right. I have to add a bunch of colors to it. So, like, whatever. But I want to get this, like, this almost orange color that's on the front. That's the right direction. I just gotta do it right. Buh. I don't know why. Holy. I found the best transition. Holy. Dude, this looks so fucky. It's because it looks straight. I think... I don't know if I... Hmm. I can't decide if I want. I think I do. Uh, Dude, I think this is some of the most complicated hair that I've done. I don't know why, because it doesn't seem more complicated. Oops. Oops. The goober was quick. Holy shit! Hey, my goobers, I have learned how to do goobers quickly. I make the goober quickly. I actually think that this is one of my longer goobers. I struggled with this one just a little bit. Oh, man has mastered the goobers. I really have. All American Rejects. Time I chose just to waste my time with you. Find out things you don't wanna play. I don't know. Hi, Axel. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it.
General Kenobi.
Whoa. Whoa, thank you for the blankie. System of a Down? Hell yeah. I am also doing very well. We are trying to finish up this goober. And then, I don't know, we only have about an hour left to stream. I feel like that's not enough time to play Stardew. Yeah, we're gonna keep that. I didn't shade that at all. Why did I not shade that? I don't think they're... I think I'm just gonna do this. Uh... Baking vibe. And it's safe place. Baking vibe. Like actually like baking a meal? What? My movie's playing black and white. Mine surrounds me from all red, I can't decide. Chat. It's just me and the subs. Everyone else is on ad break. There we go. Okay, I like that better. Yippee! Thank you for the lurk, Jay. Tee tee hee tee hee tee hee. Listen to a word I say. The stream is on. Carry this ship will carry on. No means safe to shore. I think, chat, I'm gonna call that done. Holy shit, is this? It's lo-fi. They said, would you like to listen to lo-fi right now? This is Gangster's Paradise? Bro, no way. That's so funny. Sure, man. Sure, whatever. Whatever, man. Whatever. Uh... Okay, chat. OMG, Fu, I was literally about to send it to you. I just sent it to you. Teehee. What the hell? Teehee. I like how it turned out. I like how the hair. Dude, if you go back and watch the VOD, you'll hear me cussing at the hair. The hair was giving me such a hard time. Nothing like based on your design, just I was doing something wrong and I couldn't figure it out until I fixed it. I was like, oh, okay, that's what I was. uh, but yeah. Yow. Teehee. I think it turned out really well though. But if you want me to change something, let me know. I'll leave this open for a little while before submitting it through VGen. A bit more stubbier. Stubbier. Yeah. I probably could. I thought I got them stubby, but they were tricky because my brain wanted to make just the normal dog ears, and so I was like, no, 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 no. Ah, I see, I see. So like if I were to take, hold on. If I were to take it and bring him to like this, like that, like bring him in, and then like make him like little. Teehee. I could. I think I can. I think I can do that. Let me see real quick. Hold on, my pen is too big. Just a bit flatter. All right. Ah. No, you're fine. I want to do this right. Hold on. This will be so much easier if I eliminate this. Okay. Have something more like this. Ferk. Yoshi Nanashi, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. I'm so tired. It's okay. So like this one, they're both perfect or just one's perfect? Because I feel like if that's the one that's perfect, I'd want to change this to be more like that. Yeah. That's perfect now? Hell yeah. Alright, I will get these fixed and recolored, and then I will send them over to you. I don't actually have to fix too much. Huge. Hee hee hee. I followed straight away because I support my artist. Thank you, I appreciate it. Oh, you didn't see that. Oh, that's why it's not letting me do that. There we go. We extend this just a little bit. Go ahead and throw one of these in there. Yippee! Rendering baffles me. You're so talented. Nuh-uh, you're gonna make me blush and kick my feet and shit. What the fuck? Rendering is... I don't know how to explain what rendering is. It just is. Thank you for the hydrate, Fua. I want to change one thing. The fluff is awkward now. I want to get I'm gonna bring it under a little more. Kind of like this. I feel like I want to make it the same as this. So actually, I'm gonna have to do a little more of the hair. But I think that's okay. Take you away, just escape into the music. I want to do more like this. Oh, did I actually... Hold on. You're so talented, I see. No. 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 I'm sorry, I don't know how to accept compliments. I'm not trying to... Nah. There we go. I like that. It looks good. Are you in the path of the giant snowstorm? Yes, kind of. I'm not in the direct path, but I am in somewhat path. Alright, let me get rid of this. I'll send this one over to you again, Fua. There we go. Good luck if it does affect you. I don't think it'll be bad enough that, like, we'll lose power or anything. Fortunately, I live in a part of the world that gets snow often, so our infrastructure is pretty set up for snow. Because I live in the Midwest, but, so I'm not, like, in Texas where they're, like, preparing for, like, to lose power and stuff. I'm not in the, I'm kind of in the happy area. I'm kind of right in the sweet spot. I'm not in exploding tree territory because I'm too far south, but I'm also not in entire power grid goes down because I'm too far north. So I'm not too worried. I think I'm just gonna be cold because it's gonna get, tomorrow is supposed to be -5 with a wind chill of -20, but we don't have to worry about the wind chill. The wind chill doesn't matter, chat. Check DMs. Okay. Holy shit, dude. Do you not, like, get emails for that? I get an email whenever I... You don't get emails? I would turn on receiving emails. Hi, Rainbow. How are you? I mean, I would simply be like, yeah, sorry, I can't complete these. If you don't think you can complete them. If you don't think you have time. I mean, if they're on your wait list, they haven't paid, so if anything, I would just be like, hey, I'm unable to complete these due to life events right now. So I will be denying your request. Lol, bye. I'm doing pretty good. Oh, it didn't want to. Uh, Meow. Sorry, I'm submitting the VGen uh thing so I could so my brain can feel the dopamine of completing something. Hey, we finished 2 comms today though, chat. Where the fuck is that goober? There it is. Uh, there we go. I got it submitted. We could chat. We have about 20 minutes left of stream. I have 2 commissions. I have 7 to 8 days to do 2 commissions, chat. You think I can do it? What if I calmed you, but as an actual rat with spikes? I've drawn an actual rat with spikes a few times now. But that would be very funny. What are the spikes coming out of you? In his lore, they're like a defense mechanism. They deploy in areas that are weakest, kind of thing, which is why he tends to get them on his neck and his chest and back. He doesn't get them on his chest, he gets them on his back. What about the bottom of your feet? I mean, theoretically, if he was super weak there, he would get them, but he doesn't. I think the lowest he's ever gotten them, they tend to go down, I have a spike chart. Hold on. Boy, do I got something for you. Hold on. Oh, fuck. Okay, here's my VGen. Let's not flash my wallet. I need characters. Come here, boy. Give me. Here it is. My spike guide. So they tend to go all the way down to just above his butt. And then they so they sit like just above the horns on his head sit just above his hairline, and then they tend to gather around his neck and shoulders, but they can go all the way down. They can never quite reach his ass. And then sometimes they appear like on his arms. But I would say that they never go down past his ass or past his like elbows. And they tend to be tiny. Like they're super tiny. They usually don't poke through his clothes. Just the super long ones poke through his clothes. And then like they glow different depending on like what he is. They're kind of subtle. You can't quite tell, but this one's more red. This one's like a pinker. The sad one is the only one that like really shows through. Does he feel if they get touched? It's kind of like how you can feel if you touch your teeth. And they're hard. They're like polished rocks. I realized I have 2 goobers for you. Do. I forgot. There are no nerves inside them. They don't really hurt. The first time he grew them, they hurt because they poked out of his skin. But other than that, it's like, you know how they taste like rock candy. They taste like Jolly Ranchers canonically. Because I decided they did. But no, you know how you can feel like, if you touch like your nail or if you touch like a tooth, you can kind of feel that, but you don't like feel the actual tooth. You feel like the pressure of the tooth moving. That's how it is for them. If you were to grab one and move, he could feel the pressure of them moving, but he doesn't have like actual feeling in them. Except for the ones on his head, because they're attached to his skull, so they're like kind of sensitive. He doesn't like people touching him because like they kind of feel, it kind of feels weird when you touch him. And they're not sharp. That's another thing. The only time they're sharp is if he's actually using them for his intended purpose, which is like actually dying. Like he's in danger and they're like trying to keep his body safe. I need to find, where is it? Where's the about? Chat, so there were these stats on VGen. I had no idea what to put here, so all I did was chance of fucking your mom. How long can you extend them? Like a reasonable amount. Like, I feel like to the point, I feel like he wouldn't extend them to the point where they would like look weird. The ones on his head, I've drawn pretty long before, but not super long. He's like a little porcupine, yeah. Like I've got some art of him where they're sticking through his clothes, but canonically they don't poke holes in his clothes because I don't want them to. That's literally the canon reason. I don't want them to poke holes through his clothes, so they just simply don't. It also, like, they kind of are more reliant on his mental state. Like, if he's kind of in a bad mental state, they're going to be longer. If he's in an okay mental state, they're going to be a little shorter. So, which, like, helps for when I just simply don't draw them because I forget to draw them all the time. I will just straight up forget to draw them. I will straight up, like, skip past them. This one makes a little sense because he's got this thick ass hoodie on. But like, you know, sometimes I draw them coming through his hoodie anyway, so like, But yeah, sometimes there's like stuff like this where there's like no excuse. But yeah. Oh, I can do that. Oh, that's cool. But yeah, yeah. Really long spikes could be really cool. He has multiple forms. So technically, like, all of this is, like, in the air, because I recently changed him to a rat, right? So, like, it's a bit... Like, I'm still not sure if I want to keep this or if I want to change it, but before, he basically had another form that he would turn into. No way. Moist Critical himself? Whoa. I'm sure Moist Critical will love that he has a sub to me now. Thank you so much, Delta, for the gifted sub to Moist Critical. But yeah, speaking of Moist Critical, look at this shit. Let me in. Let me go up. Why isn't it working? Please. Ta-da! We're in Moist Critical's room today. Chat, we're probably gonna raid. I only have about 15 minutes left to stream anyway. Hold on. Wolf messaged me, and that obviously is very important. Teehee. But yeah, he was gonna have another. Luca was gonna have another transformation that, like, where his spikes, like his skin and his spikes kind of became one. It was like this pink, I guess, a little porcupine rat thing. He was gonna be about the size of, yeah, Feral. The cold situation is insane. Exactly. Yeah, I called him Feral because I had no other, I had no idea what else to call him, but like, I really wanted to design him. I want to design him, but I suck at designing monsters. I need to like commission someone who actually does monsters and give him like what I want. But like, he had like, he reminded me more of like, I don't know, something that's like almost corrupted. I don't know. His eyes and his mouth were really cool because they were like tears almost. They looked almost like tears. And his spikes got long and went everywhere. And he ran really, really fast. That's his whole thing. Because there's multiple people who have his same power, but they have different abilities. So like, I have another OC that has his same thing. But his spikes are blue, and he becomes like a really big buff version of it. Whereas Luca is like tiny and runs really fast and hits really hard. He's like a glass cannon kind of thing. He runs fast, he hits, and then he runs away. He's a little bitch. But yeah, I haven't touched my lore in so long, ever since I made myself a rat. Because like, making myself a rat throws things off. Like, I don't know. I still don't know how I'm gonna fit the rat part in. Chat, we should find someone to raid. It's that time, chat. We gotta find someone to raid. What are they playing? There's a few people I'm seeing that I would like to raid chat. Would you like more art? Or would you like more art, or would you like a nice cozy game, or would you like a horror game? I don't know if this is a horror game, by the way. I'm looking at... Ooh, I like this song. Hi, Fleet. Thanks for hanging out. Have a crunchy flower? Ow. It was yummy. This is not the single L. I am not quite in the same hell as most people. I was talking about it a little bit ago. I am just south of exploding trees and just north of entire infrastructure goes down because the power grid is bad. I think it's gonna suck for me, but I don't think it's gonna suck nearly as much as it is for others. So I'm kind of lucky in that regard. I'm in the... Oh, look, the senator's preemptively leaving the state territory. Ah, I see. The governor left. Yeah, no, that is so funny. Somebody said that that's on the same level of, like, the Waffle House is shutting down. I'm waiting to lose power, and that's my only sort of heating. Yup. No, people saying, like, you know, do you guys understand what the Waffle House, like, meter is? Is basically that if a Waffle House shuts down, like, it is bad. Waffle Houses will stay open through natural disasters. So if a Waffle House shuts down, it is a bad disaster. I don't care what the weather is. But somebody earlier in stream said that it's the same as like Ted Cruz leaving on a vacation. Ted Cruz is the governor. I couldn't think of the word governor. Ted Cruz is the governor of Texas. So if Ted Cruz leaves on vacation right before Texas is about to get a storm, you know it's gonna be a very bad storm. You know it's gonna be a really bad storm. God. I hope everyone who is in I hope everyone who's in the blast zone stays safe. Why are you telling me that my review period lasts only 13 more days when it doesn't matter? Okay. Blanky, yay. Let's raid someone. I can't decide who to raid, but you know what? Let's raid Zoe. Okay, this is not a horror game. It's kind of what I was thinking. I'll raid this. Messages they don't know me. Alright, chat. Make sure you follow all my socials, and if you're not in the Discord, would like to be in the Discord, make sure you join the Discord. Discord is Pog. We hang out in there. I post like a bunch of stuff. It's the first place my art always goes. And you'll get updated on when I'm gonna go live if I'm late for stream, which happens a lot. I am late for stream a lot. I'm sorry. I'm a sleepy little guy. I like to sleep in a lot. It is what it is. But oh, this song makes me so sad. They had to replace this song because it got copywritten. But it was such a good song. And now they put a cover in there, which is still good. It's just not what I want. Anyway, chat. Also, my comms are going to be opening soon. If you would like to commission me, make sure you follow me on VGen. And you'll be notified of when my comms open up. Yeah, it should be by the 1st of February. That's when I plan. I always plan on opening by the 1st of the month. But, there's always a chance I do extra comms or something, like, mid-month, so you should follow me to keep your eye out for that. Anyway, chat, here are our raid messages. All my flowers crumble down. Let's spell her name right. Carry me away. Alright, chat. Thank you guys so much for coming today. Sorry about the technical difficulties earlier. It will happen again. It will happen again. It's not really a scrub stream without some scuff. But luckily, I was able to fix it and we didn't have any more problems. So yeah. I hope you guys have a wonderful night, though. I will see you guys, hopefully, I will see you guys on Saturday. Stay safe, stay warm to everyone who's in the blast zone of, you know, the shit. Yeah. Give it all you got, and then give it all you... I have nothing else to say. So now we're just sitting here awkwardly waiting until the timer goes down, because I don't want to just raid. Chat. I'll see you guys later. Have a good night, chat. Bye-bye!